He doesn't say action. He doesn't say cut. It's kind of going. It's there.
I've never met anyone more in control of anything. Michael Jordan's jump shot wasn't as controlled as Clint Eastwood said.
You know, when you're doing your first take, you're operating on adrenaline, and I think he really responds to that.
Okay, just quiet, everyone. Let's do this.
When Clint says go, the crew's ready, so if the take wasn't good, it's probably your fault.
Just months before his 90th birthday, Clint Eastwood sat on The Ellen Show and spoke about something he once believed was unimaginable, living and thriving well into old age.
Oh. Yeah, do you care about age? Do you think about, like, oh, I'm going to be 90? Does that matter to you?
I don't think about it. When I was a little kid, and I used to hang out with my grandfather, who was in his 90s, and I thought, Jesus, who the hell would want to live this long?
But here's what sets Clint apart. He doesn't just live long, he lives fully. Known for staying sharp and driven, even in his 90s, Eastwood continues to create, inspire, and push boundaries in Hollywood. When Ellen asked, "Do you care about age?" he simply replied, "I don't think about it." This no age limit mindset isn't just talk. It's the driving force behind some of his greatest achievements. In 2004, at 73, Clint confidently told CBS, "I've done my best work, I think now." And he had every reason to believe it. Just a week before this interview, he wrapped $1 Million Baby, the sports drama starring Morgan Freeman and Hilary Swank. The film went on to win both Best Picture and Best Director at the Academy Awards, standing proudly alongside Unforgiven as yet another Eastwood masterpiece.
And the Oscar goes to...
I'm so happy to give you this again, Clint. $1 Million Baby!
$1 Million Baby was nominated for 7 Academy Awards tonight, winning 4 for Best Supporting Actor, Lead Actress, Directing, and Best Picture.
But Clint's drive to push boundaries goes beyond accolades. At 78, in an interview with The Guardian, he casually shrugged off the idea of slowing down, saying, 80 is just a number. A lot of people are old at 40. And even when 80 rolled around, his perspective didn't waver. In 2010, speaking to the spokesman, he remarked, "I don't think too much about it. I don't feel any different than I did at 70. Not only does Clint dismiss age as a limitation, but he's also backed it up with remarkable physical strength, even as the years added up. Reflecting on his fitness at 80, Clint remarked, "Physically, I don't know if I can run as hard as I could at 60 or 70, but I probably could." And he wasn't exaggerating. While filming the boxing drama $1 Million Baby, Clint and his collaborators would challenge each other on the parallel bars. Clint could crank out more dips than colleagues 40 or even 45 years younger. For Clint, the key to staying sharp is simple. Don't let the old man in. He believes in staying active and focused, avoiding the doubts and distractions that can come with age. But what fuels his drive? It's the thrill of learning something new with every project. In his words, "The reason I still do it is that it's not only fun, which is important, it should be fun, but because I learn something new with every job. And that's the best way to stave off senility, to always be learning something, no matter what profession you're in." After more than half a century in the movie business, it's almost impossible to list an honor Clint hasn't received. But being in his 90s and still adapting to trends across generations, that's a feat few can claim. While many would consider stepping back in their 60s, Clint delivered Unforgiven, a 1992 Western that became a landmark in his career. Though the years that followed weren't filled with the same level of critical acclaim, Clint was far from done. In 2003, he reminded everyone of his genius with Mystic River, only to follow it up a year later with the Oscar-winning $1 Million Baby. And with American Sniper and Sully still on the horizon, Clint continued to evolve. Reflecting on the shifting tides of cinema in a 2007 interview with BBC Studios, Clint said,
And special effects are so wonderful nowadays. They're done so well that story has become secondary, where in the old days the story was primary and then everything else sort of fit on top.
At 94, many think Juror Number 2 might be Clint's swan song, but he isn't ready to call it quits just yet. As he puts it, if something comes along where the story itself, the telling of it, is fun, I'm open to it. During an interview with Jake's Takes, Clint was asked if he ever thought about making one last movie and walking away after more than 5 decades in the business. His answer? "I never said it was my one last ride, literally."